Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Joshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'll give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, and to the women and children. Kau Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rokah Kodash, Mahamah. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawan. Salutation to the archangel of the four corners of the earth, and to the women and children, Shalom. So many things are coming out that things are moving so fast, you know. And it looks like the closer that things move faster, the better it is really for us, because things are going to get crazier, okay? Things are going to get real bad. It says here they lie about property tax. And what else? Pensions, screw housing, right? So we're going to play a little bit of it. The title of this lesson is called The Wicked Plot Against the Just. Here we go.
Probability that these accounting firms are co-conspirators in a criminal conspiracy to defraud the stakeholders, being both the public and the bondholders, and any entity that believes that they're relying on the implicit guarantee of the property owners, aka the fraud perpetrated by the school districts.
They lied about property taxes. We are on the cusp of making a permanent and lasting change with a real possibility of eliminating property taxes here in the state of Texas. So I would like to say to the politicians, to the House, and to the Senate of Texas, please allow Texas to lead the nation to eliminating property taxes. And again, to the politicians, the sooner that you guys come to the table, and you guys have seen the bill, you have seen the amicus that Mitch Wexler has made, the sooner you come to the table to help us with this, the higher odds of you cementing your legacy for centuries to come. Let this be proof positive that united politicians that care about their constituents can still make a positive and lasting difference in this day and age. You guys, we plead with you, the Senate, the House, take this seriously. Mitch Wexler, what do you got for us today?
Well, this video is really an addendum to the amicus brief. It is about greed, ignorance, envy, and corruption. And every person who buys groceries or pays real estate tax should see this video, because it is their money that ends up paying for all this corruption and inflation, which is putting over 30% plus of the households in harm's way of bankruptcy. That's what we're going to lay out here in this video today.
And on top of that, guys, we're going to expose one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in the world that potentially affects every single person in this world. Now, before we begin, this is a 22-page presentation. Everything is going to be linked in the description. Don't forget as well, things are linked in our Teachable account. But I'd like to say this. We've been getting a lot of comments that, hey, if you eliminate property taxes, then who's going to pay for the schools? Or if you eliminate property taxes, home values are going to explode. Here's the thing, you guys, before we talk about the other end of this, we need you guys to acknowledge the fact that they are committing fraud. Okay, so I need you to say out loud, they are committing fraud and stripping me of my equity illegally. Once you guys acknowledge that, we can start working on this together and build a better future. But step one, you have to first acknowledge the fraud, and the politicians need to step up. So I will be throwing up their names as Mitch Wexler gives his presentation. Mitch Wexler, good luck, sir.
This is the preamble just to set the stage so everybody understands what's going on throughout this video, because there's a lot at play here. There are 9 documents as part of this presentation, and they appear below the video, which include the amicus brief and its associated bill. One of the documents is the school district financial report, which can be substituted for any school district's financial report. And the financial report requirements from the Texas Education Agency, which can be substituted for any state agency, and the Government Accounting Standards Board. Throughout this series of videos and documents, I have constantly asked for anyone to help show us if anything is wrong in our context or our analysis. As no one can disprove the context or what has been shown in the amicus brief and the resulting school district fraud and the balance sheet analysis, you must accept the contents as true. Given that it is true, then you are a person of knowledge.
If you're
Roger.
interested in crypto, then pop quiz, okay? What the
You know
easiest,
how it is with you,
safest, and most
Knowledge, and you, each legislator, has the power to prevent a wrong, which is a requirement under the Texas Penal Code 7.01, being intentionally fail to report criminal activity, and Title 42 U.S. Code Section 1986, being knowledge of wrongful act and power to prevent. This is where we are today. To right a horrible, expensive, ill-conceived wrong. Emotion and ego equals bad decision-making. Trying to constantly fix something you don't understand is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Today, we are going to explain what happened, recognize it, show the solution, and tie it all back to the amicus brief and the associated bill. I've done the math, due diligence, analysis, blood, sweat, and tears over these documents so that we, my accountant and I, could explain, and Travis Spencer through these videos could show you what has happened in the most efficient manner possible. We tied the math to USPAP, that's Uniform Standards of Professional Appraisal Practice, to the Texas Property Tax Code, to the Texas Constitution, to the Constitution of the United States of America. As shown in the amicus brief, the net result of what has taken place are also violations of the U.S. Constitution, being the 1st, 5th, 14th, and 16th Amendments, as well as the state of Texas violating Article 6, Clause 2, which is the sovereignty clause of the U.S. Constitution, which clearly states federal law trumps, yes, pun intended, state law. The direct quote of Article 6, Clause 2, this Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary, notwithstanding. What that really means is U.S. Supreme Court law, federal law, trumps state law. A vote against repealing the real estate tax in favor of the uniform sales tax is literally a vote against your family, friends, neighbors, constituents, and society. Analyze, decide, implement, be accountable.
In other words, to the politicians that have reviewed the amicus, that have reviewed the bill, you have to act. It's literally your legal requirement, now that you understand the fraud, to do something about it. Now, as Mitch is going through this next part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an overlay of all of the members of the House and Senate in Texas. And if you live in Texas and you want to make a difference, what I would strongly encourage you to do is reach out to whoever is your representative in your district. And you guys, again, we need your help here. Send the amicus, the bill, and this presentation to your politicians, so we corner them in a way to make them react. And here's the thing, some of them just don't understand what's going on, but want to make a difference. You guys, this is the difference. This is the truth.
Fuck him, and in reality, that's not true. Right? This has been going on for so many years. Now they're going to come out and say that the Congress doesn't know what's going on, or how the game is played, or how the fraud is going on. I just want to say.
This is the math. This is what we need. So pay attention to who you elected and call them and get this information to them. Mitch Vexler, please, sir, carry on.
School district fraud, the balance sheet and its analysis. What we're doing here is we're using a simple balance sheet for the purpose of exposing the fraud as to who did it, why it was done, and what the solution is. The business of schooling has failed. Homeowner equity has been stripped and diverted. One of the points that's very important throughout this entire presentation is recognize that everything we're talking about is applicable to all states in the union, including Texas. This analysis is in furtherance to the amicus brief and the associated bill, and there's a live link inside of this document below where I'm speaking. The objectives of this document are to show mom and pop how their money is being stolen and equity stripped. B, show the Texas Senate and House of Representatives how their personal money and that of their citizens or constituents is being stolen. C, show President Trump why the Department of Education should be shut down. D, deliver more proof positive to the Texas legislators why the real estate tax must be repealed in favor of a uniform state sales tax per the amicus brief and the associated bill. How are we going to do this? Well, we're going to do this via 1, discuss the purpose of the balance sheet. 2, illustrate the format and the structure of the balance sheet. 3, outline some issues relating to valuing assets. 4, show the difference between a cost basis and market basis balance sheet. 5, define owner equity and net worth. 6, analyze a firm's, in this case, school districts, solvency and liquidity. 7, introduce the statement of owner equity, your money. 8, we have a summary of letters that have been delivered to the executive branch of the state of Texas. 9, summary 2, showing and explaining the school district fraud. The balance sheet is applicable to everybody, everywhere, including all states and government entities. The balance sheet summarizes the financial condition of a business at a point in time. It is a snapshot. It estimates net worth or owner equity. Most transactions affect the balance sheet, so it may change daily, and we'll come back to that point about changing things.
Okay, I'll stop it right there so I can do the lesson. But you know, there's so much wickedness in this world. And the reason that all this is coming out, because what better timing, Slovakia, to bring in, like Donald Trump said, the AI, right? It's bad enough that we had to trust the Edomites that are in power, right? Now they want us to trust the AI so they can hide the people in power, Edomites can hide their faces and still do fraud. It's just it's going to be harder for people, you know, to complain and to, you know, make any changes anyway. It's changes are not even, you know, the middle class and the poor people, they can, there's no changes at all. Even in child support, there's fraud, right? So many topics that's come up about it. If you ask a woman, is it your body, your choice, your right? She's gonna say, yeah. So you have the right if you want to have the child or if you want to abort the child. She goes, that's right. But if you told the woman, well, you know, it's my money, my choice, and my right, she's gonna say, hell no, right? Same thing with the court. And you know, people that have gone to court to prove the fraud case, they didn't get to get all the money back at all. Some of them didn't get nothing at all. You know, governments, just like bankers, love to sue, right? But when you go to sue, they can take as long as they want, right? So corruption is in this wicked world permanently, right? So that's how we trust in Yahweh Shai. We call him. I want to go to Psalm chapter 37, verse 12. Give me a minute. The wicked plot against the just and garnish upon him with his teeth. Yeah, with his power, right? They'll threaten you. They throw you in jail, right? And they keep, you know, stealing I mean, look, all these years that they've been doing these invisible taxes and everything that you do in America, right? Now, just because they're going to remove taxes, you know, things are still going to be expensive, right? We still are moving into the digital currency system, the invisible fake money, okay? So it's not like, it's going to be hunky-dory. Song chapter 35, give me a minute. Verse 16. With hypocrites, mockers, and feasts, they garnish upon me with their teeth. Yeah, they celebrate, they plan, right? How to keep sticking it to the people, right? How to keep on keeping us in slavery, right? And then they want to look at us like, what can you do? Well, we're going to call on Yahweh Shem Yahshai. That's what we're going to do. Verse 17. Yahweh, how long wilt thou look on? Rescue my soul from their destruction. My darting, Slakia. Darling from the lion, right? So, a lot of our people think that things are getting better or are going to get better. No, they're going to get worse, right? Everything sounds good that they're getting caught. I just saw YouTube about, what was it, 500,000 FBI committed, criminal acts, right? And, this is only going to bring a lot of civil unrest. It's going to, World War III is around the corner, right? And they're still sticking it to the middle class and the poor. A lot of people are losing their jobs, okay? Just because the Edomites came with a solution that they're going to be in charge of the rent, right? And people say, oh man, that'd be great. They just say what they want people to hear, right? They're getting ready to bring the AI. Keep that in mind. Let me go back to 37, Song 37, verse 13. Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he sees that his day is coming. Yeah, all this wickedness that they keep doing to us, suppressing us, right? The taxing everything, and now because they're going to remove some taxes or all taxes, right? That's not going to bring any changes to the so-called Native American speckled birds, right? We're still in slavery. Let me go to Psalm chapter 2, verse 4. He that sits in the heavens shall laugh. Yahweh shall have them in derision. Yeah. The more they keep planning to suppress us and to keep us, right, the worse it's going to be for the Edomites. Song 59. Give me a minute. Keeping it short tonight also, because of work, Verse 8. But thou, O Yahweh, shalt laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathens in derision. Yeah. He's going to show the whole world, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, how he still controls, always has and always will control everything. He allows them to do what they're doing, but it's according to his plan, not the Edomites' plan. Verse 9. Because of his strength I will wait upon thee, for Yahweh is my defense. Yeah. Yeah, people quoting, our people quoting Congress or whatever they're going to call, telling them that you're aware of this, do something about it. No. Go to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Plead to him. He's the one that's going to listen. He's the one that's going to stop this madness. Proverbs chapter 6. verse 16. These 6 things do Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. Verse 17. A proud look. Well, that's the Edomites. A lying tongue. There goes the Edomites. And hands that shed innocent blood. Yeah, they do it every day. Verse 18. And heart and mind that devises wicked imaginations. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. Yeah, to do sin, to do wickedness, right? And all they're doing is entertaining the mass, making something good, you know. Here goes, feel a little bit better for now, and then they're going to bring the AI, and then all hell's going to change, right? Because if you don't worship AI and you don't condition yourself and get programmed to the belief system of the Edomite to the level that they want, which is the charagma, right? The C-hip, right? That they want to implant in everyone, you won't be able to work, buy, or sell, you know? I'm going to leave it with Psalm 21. Give me a minute. Chapter 21, verse 11. Let me start with that. So they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device, which they are not able to perform. You see? They're giving a lot of lip service, but hey, watch their actions. Verse 12. Therefore shalt thou make them turn their back, when thou shalt make ready thy arrow upon thy string against the face of them. Yeah. When Yahweh tells Yahweh enough is enough, go down there and clean house. And he comes back with the host of angels, it's game on. I leave it with verse 13. Be thou exalted, Yahweh, in thy own strength. So will we sing and praise thy power. And that's what we're waiting for. Yahweh to come back and put things back in order, because everything is out of order. And the truth of the fact is that once the AI is loose and in charge of everything, it's only going to bring destruction. A lot of people, of our people I'm talking about, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and speckled birds, are forgetting one very important thing. When they bring the Stargate AI, right, to be used at the level that they want, they got to bring the, what we are right now, G5? They're going to have to bring the G up. It's bad enough that we already have dirty electricity. It's only going to get dirtier. And that's going to cause a lot of problems, health-wise as well, and what it does to the earth, right? And to the food, okay? And to the children. Well, I hope that this was edifying, and with that I say shalom.